Let me ask you, Andrew, you talked about sponsorship. Do you do any, just to take off on this issue of, do you do institutional approach to sponsorship, like it's a requirement of all partners, or, and then do you do anything special for women of color and women as you build your ally program?
I'll answer the women of color in the legal profession are just not
Single digits.
2% of partners in the U.S. as compared to 17% for women overall. Really suck at that, the profession, and in our company, it's not a lot better, and so there's a pipeline issue that's hard to control because only a certain number of people come out of law school that one can hire. But I think that's like a cop-out because there's an attrition issue too. I really think a big issue for minority women now is they don't have natural mentors or sponsors that they can turn to in the organizations they come to, much as women when they first came into the profession didn't. And that's part of the journey that we're really on. And so we have to acknowledge that and create substitutes, which is where men can come in or white women can come in and understand, hey, there's a gap and we're gonna have to fill it because there's not a lot of senior women of color in the profession. At our company, we have a bunch of initiatives that support all kinds of diversity. And what we try to do there is provide resources and support. We have a mentoring program, which everybody has a mentor, until you become a partner. And then you don't have a mentor anymore. That's a gap. Because that maybe is when you need somebody more. So what I try to do is talk about what mentorship and sponsorship means outside the context of some formal system and the joy that you can get by giving. And then, but it's an example of a place where we could do more institutionally to support the development of all diverse people.
Great, thank you. Bill, I'll ask you about your migration from the Gap, which was about 73% women, to Visa, which I don't know what your demographics are, but I worked there several years ago, and it seemed like there were a majority of men in the technology sector and so forth. So talk a little bit about, you're just starting a male ally program at Visa, as I understand it. What have you learned through your years in the role you've had about what it takes to build successful allies, and how is that different when you're in a company that's majority women versus a higher percentage?